If you're feeling anxious about money, but also feel like you need to buy yourself a little treat, this might explain why.
Okay.
A financial planner named Hanna Horvath says that Americans aren't just stressed about the economy, we're being physiologically rewired by it. Her argument is basically that when prices rise and the future feels unstable, people stop making long-term financial decisions and start living emotionally in the present. And that's why we're seeing things like doom spending. It's like buy now, pay later concert tickets, book it, the thing that we talked about a few weeks ago. Fibby, luxury dupes, sports betting, and people obsessing over those tiny expenses like Netflix while feeling completely overwhelmed by the big picture for, say, retirement. And Hannah said it's not just like bad habits, it's actually a rational response to years of economic instability. And so that inflation and constant crisis headlines are just like impacting how your brain works. And it's making you make slightly less good decisions and doom spend.
Well, I feel like people have to doom spend, right? I mean, like, what else is there to do?
Right, I know. Well, so her big takeaway, and I thought this was kind of hopeful, actually. Her big takeaway was that in an economy that's sort of teaching people to give up on the future, planning for your future anyway is almost an act of like rebellion. It's the most optimistic thing you can do is to plan for the future or to have a kid or whatever.
Right.
And so that's like your own way of resisting that sort of nihilism or cynicism.
Right. So not like running through your savings on a trip, instead like being like, no, I'm going to save some of this or invest some of this because I know I will eventually need this when I go to buy a house or I go to put
Right.
my
Like I
child in
believe that
school.
there's a future in it where I retire.
Okay.
And therefore, like, because I believe this, against all odds, someday I'll retire. Like, you should keep saving for that reason instead of just like going to Guatemala or whatever.
Yeah. Honestly, go to Guatemala.
I mean, like, do that too. That seems pretty affordable, right? I don't know.
That's the thing. It's like,
Affordability is a mindset, you know?
Yeah. I just feel like everything's so stressful now. It's like if I have to buy something to feel better, like I simply am gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know?
I think within reason, it's like, here's the thing. Those little purchases are not going to be what kills you in the end.
Right.
It's going to be like crazy, like overspending all the time or getting into credit card debt. If buying a cookie at the bakery makes you happy, just friggin' do it. You know, like live your best life,
No,
girl.
I agree.
I just
agree.
There's only so much you can do.